Well, yeah, they're paying the asses, but you figure, do you have to buy the seat? Do they just pay for one seat and put it on the
Depends.
lap?
If the kid's like 3 or younger, you get a free seat for him.
Oh,
Or
Chris,
if he's under 18 inches, you can put him under a
18 inches
chair.
is something.
Chris
Yeah,
is
that's how it
the
works.
authority on everything. He knows the answer
Yeah,
to anything,
trust
even though
me.
he has no idea.
I've
He
tried.
just has no idea.
Hey, I've tried every way to get a free ticket from American Airlines. I know how old you need to be to ride for free. Okay.
Let me tell you, my grandpa, from Scotland who passed away, he had an answer for anything. Like, you could ask him, I'd be like, Grandpa, how do they build that? And he'd, I'll tell you, Daniel, and he'd like make up this elaborate answer. And then one day I just figured out that no matter what I asked him, he had an answer, and it usually didn't make sense. And I said, Grandpa, are you making that up? He goes, Daniel, in life, if you don't know the answer, make it up.
I love your grandpa.
He's not even Scottish.
My grandfather was Scottish. That's not how he sounded, though. But he was Scottish.
He
Sounded like an older Scottish man than my impression, but you do great impressions on Mad TV.
Some, right? It's funny because everything I do ends up coming back to Vietnamese somehow. Like, every accent that I do, like, it starts off pretty good, and all of a sudden, like, I'm in Vietnam again. How did this happen? So, like, I'm good to an extent, I feel.
You know, I can only do a few impersonations, but they all in the end sound like Tony Danza. So
Tony Danza. Come on, Anjelah.
You look like Tony.
Samantha.
Jonathan.
There you go. Yeah, we're adapting.
I got you the bra with the little.
You're so good. How did you get use practice, or you just have the ear, or what?
Well, I really get like a few of them down, but thank you. But I know usually have a roommate who just can come in. I got a roommate at the time at just Jeff Burkhardt, and he would walk in. He goes, "Hey, I got Dennis Hopper, man. I got him down," and I would just somehow jump right in and get it. But sometimes Chris Rock, that takes it took.
You do Chris Rock?
What's the deal going on with that? I don't get it. And it took Jennifer Lopez, just the word Jennifer Lopez. Try to take that inflection and move it through, but.
You know, it's funny. It's funny because we both do like voices and like sound effects and stuff, and so does Gabriel Iglesias, and we all did that show in Las Vegas together, right?
Right.
So when it was funny because like, okay, you're gonna do a show with Pablo and Gabriel. I'm like, oh, okay, great. And then I'm reading the booklet thing, and the description for all of our acts is basically the same.
Sounds.
Yeah, with Pablo with his great sound effects and characters, Gabriel with his great sound effects, and Anjelah with their great sound effects and characters. Also, basically, we're giving them the same show for an hour. We're all
You need to vary
It's
it
like an
just
all-blind audience.
Yeah.
Just vary the way you describe the sounds. You could be like, Pablo with violent sounds of war. Anjelah with soothing sounds of the rainforest.
Labeling greases of food.
So yeah, it was basic, but it was a great show. Like it ended up being
God.
like we all have our own different like points of view and everything. But I remember when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute, we are all very similar. But
Well,
it was,
now that makes me wonder: is this a Latino thing? Is
It was a Latino show.
thing? No, our voice is a Latino thing.
Oh.
No, most Latinos don't speak.
I jump on the Latino bandwagon.
Latino
sometimes I'm Jewish,
comedian
sometimes
thing,
I'm
maybe.
black. Doesn't matter. It's
You-
a show.
Anjelah, you were a cheerleader.
I was.
And you might be the only cheerleader that went into comedy, I think, that I've ever heard of.
There was another girl.
She died tragically.
Tragically. when I was a cheerleader for the Raiders, they were like, oh, our former Raiderette sister, because we're all sisters.
Oh, you were a real cheerleader.
Yeah, I was a cheerleader for the
Oh,
local
wow,
Raiders.
you're like Paula Abdul, but for football. There you go.
Yeah, I am the Paula Abdul of comedy, is what it is. But I'm sober. And
Now, come on, you're young still.
yeah, totally. So what happened was they had like a big party or whatever, and they brought this comedian. They're like, yeah, she used to be a Raiderette back in the '80s or something, but I don't remember her name or
Elaine
anything.
Boozler.
Is that who it is? So yeah. So anyways, yeah, I guess there's one more besides me, but I don't know her name.
Joan Rivers.
You're so good.